We're going to call this regular city council meeting to order. We've got a certification of a quorum.
Allegiance to the flag to the republic for which it stands, one nation, liberty and justice for all.
Honor and
Protect the flag.
Councilman Wallace.
Bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this day and all the blessings you give us. Thank you for allowing us here today to do the city's business and be with us through each and every decision that we make tonight, and be with all those that are here and all those that are sick and all those that are no longer with us. And Lord, I just ask that you bless everyone here and bless them on the way home. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, at this time, we're going to read a proclamation. I'm going to come up to the podium. Cheaters on. City of El Campo proclamation. Hello. Good evening. How are y'all? Whereas small businesses are the foundation of the city of El Campo's local economy, representing a vital source of jobs, innovation, and community pride. And whereas the city of El Campo is home to a wide variety of small businesses, from family-owned shops and restaurants to service providers, craftsmen, and entrepreneurs, all of whom contribute to the prosperity and unique character of our community. And whereas small business owners are among our community's most dedicated citizens, investing countless hours and personal resources to provide quality goods and services, employ local residents, and support civic, cultural, and charitable initiatives. And whereas the months of November and December represent an especially important time for small businesses, as the holiday shopping season can determine their ability to thrive and grow in the coming year. And whereas supporting small businesses through shopping local, dining local, and using local services not only strengthens our economy, but also fosters a spirit of community connection, civic pride, and shared success. And whereas the city of El Campo works together with the El Campo Chamber of Commerce and the City Development Corporation to promote and support the success of local small businesses throughout our community. Whereas the city of El Campo recognizes that celebrating and supporting small businesses during the holiday season and all year long is essential to preserving the vitality and resilience of our local economy. And now, therefore, I, Eugene Bustamante, Mayor of the City of El Campo, Texas, do hereby proclaim the months of November and December as small business season in El Campo, and encourage all residents and visitors to shop local, dine local, and support El Campo small businesses, helping them continue to grow, create jobs, and keep our community thriving. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the official seal of the City of El Campo, Texas, to be affixed on this 22nd day of October, 2025. Okay. And of course, the CDC and everybody else that's involved, every small business here in town, every local business here in town, for everything that they do.
Thank you, and we have a certificate of appreciation for city, council, and staff
Okay.
for being our partner and working together, and this is for y'all,
Okay.
and for the CDC.
All right.
Certificate of appreciation from the El Campo Chamber.
Awesome.
For being the business council that you are. It's not Ms. So, thank y'all for this. You noticed we didn't have for a week.
You deserve 2 months.
That's right. Okay, we're gonna get a picture.
She said,
I did not bring it.
she said, I'm getting out of the way. Oh, that's nice.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly, for everything you do for this community, and you, Jessica.
Shall urge me on.
Impressive.
Not ask so many questions.
All right, at this time, we'll move into public comments, but we don't have any. So we will move on. Item number 6, the consent agenda.
Mayor, I make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
I second that motion, Mayor.
Yeah, just a little bit of discussion.
Yes, sir.
If I didn't, reading the minutes, if I didn't praise the city administration and all of your assistants and all of your volunteers and employees working for the city that stood out there in the rain and collected all that trash, I certainly want to praise you now.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
And I'm sure everybody that brought trash up there appreciated you being there. Thank you.
Need a vote?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Moving right along.
Thank y'all. Moving right along.
7-1, Mayor.
Consideration of and action on ordinance 2025-16, amending the fiscal year 2025 budget, funding municipal purposes and authorizing expenditures.
This is your final budget amendment to close out last year. It should be noted, we are not taking any money from fund balance in the general fund. It would appear that we're taking money from your reserves in the utility fund, but that is only because you're using previously issued bonds. The bonds were issued in '24, you spent the funds in '25. So you had them in the bank, intentionally earmarked for that. And then some other EMS, and then obviously the Civic Center painting and the new tables that were approved by council. And that sums up the amendment as a whole.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve ordinance 2025-16 as presented.
Second.
We got a motion and a second on the floor to approve ordinance 2025-16. All in favor? Motion passes.
Thank you, Tori.
Moving on to item number 2. City Development Corporation funding up to $455,000 for East Jackson water improvements.
Mayor and council. Just to give you a little bit of a background on this, when Kevin and Courtney presented this to y'all as the project for the business on the corner of Wharton and Jackson, I visited with them later and said, might be a good opportunity to take it on down the road a little bit. And so Kevin went to work and got an estimate, and it's like Brian Hodges was saying in our board meeting, when there was a fire across the street, they had to run the fire hoses across Jackson Street because there are no fire hoses on that south side. And this will allow for there to be fire hoses all the way down to Big Red Ricker.
Fire hydrants.
Fire hydrant, not hoses, fire hydrants. And the board was unanimously approved funding 100% of this. And I have information if anybody has any questions.
Mayor, I move that we move forward with approval of City Development Corporation funding of up to $455,000 for East Jackson water improvements.
Second.
We got a motion on the floor and a second to approve Development Corporation funding up to $455,000 on East Jackson water improvements. All in favor?
I'd like to
Or
say
any
something.
discussion?
I just want to thank you, Carolyn, again, and your board, because it really helps the city and holds our tax revenues down to spend the money in y'all's funds. It really helps us a whole lot, and I wanted to express my thanks to y'all.
Thank you. I will let them know that. And this is one of the things I was talking about, y'all being pro-growth too, because y'all are allowing us to spend this money to improve the infrastructure that's gonna benefit the commercial.
Well, it sure saves our tail not having to spend it in case we have another South Wharton Street
Right.
emergency.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Show me where this thing went.
And it's also a
gonna-
big plus.
It's gonna go from where that new store is gonna be on the corner.
Where is it gonna be? Is it gonna be in that vacant lot?
Yes, sir.
Where they've always talked about putting one?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
I couldn't
All the
figure
way
out.
down to Big Red. All the way down to like Paul Garrett Place, Big Red.
Okay,
southwest corner of Jackson and Wharton Street.
so it's gonna
By the-
come up Wharton Street and turn and go that way and. Yeah, okay, I see. Thank you. I couldn't tell from these pictures.
Do you want me to stay here?
Lord knows if our place ever catches on fire, we're gonna need every fire hydrant we can get.
The place catches on
Yeah.
fire, everybody's gonna run
We're
for
gonna,
it.
we're gonna holler.
Everybody'll run, but
There's
they're
not gonna be any,
run too.
not gonna be any firemen coming to your place with a whole oxygen bottle sitting
Yeah, I
out there.
won't be anywhere there either.
All right. We need a vote. We got a motion on the floor. We had some discussion. Would anybody like to second that?
We got a first and a second.
First and a second. All in favor? Motion passes. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Item number 3, Resolution R 2025-54, awarding the East Jackson Waterline Replacement Project to Ramrod Utilities LLC and authorizing the city manager or their designee to execute all related documents and/or amendments.
This is the companion resolution to what you just authorized. This would allow us to enter into engage Ramrod to complete this project for us, as well as the engineering and the sewer. Ramrod's cost on this is $421, but there's also some additional engineering associated with that and surveying costs. The engineering is $34,000, which I'm authorized to proceed without council approval. We will be utilizing Matt Glaze for that service, as well as
Survey.
there's some surveying costs associated with this. So the $455 would be a total reimbursement, and the resolution is only for $421 for Ramrod. If there's any confusion as to why those amounts don't match, I'm trying to clear that up.
So you need a motion.
Yes, sir.
So I move we approve resolution R 2025-54.
Thank you, sir.
We got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion?
I have a comment I'd like to make. So I know, and this is just so it's a public accounting of this, is that obviously this purchase has been made through the interlocal purchasing system TIPS. And I know that is a bona fide way of doing this, but I want to just lend my expertise to this. I checked out all of their line items of whether it's water line and how much per foot, et cetera, and it is very competitive. And so I just want everybody to feel at ease that this is actually a good way to do this, just from my perspective.
All right.
We appreciate having your
Thank-
expertise
yeah.
at this table.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Councilman. All right, we got a motion and a second. All in favor? Motion passes. Item number 4, City Development Corporation funding of $160,071.11 for Sandy Corner Road sewer improvements.
Mayor and council, one of the things that we discussed several years ago when we were talking about possibility of having the new hospital building and the construction going on there was assisting them with infrastructure that would improve the infrastructure to the hospital. This is one of those projects that we talked about then. So it's neat to see this coming around. And I'll tell you something that excited me. Kevin told me that both of these projects with the funding can begin immediately. And so these things are going to get done right away. They're not something that we're putting on a shelf. They're going to be done immediately. So this is, does anybody have any questions based on? info in the packet.
Once again, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Anybody like to make motion on that?
Mayor, I move that we move forward for approval of the City Development Corporation funding of $160,000 for Sandy Corner Road sewer improvements.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion passes.
Thank y'all.
We're gonna move on to item number 5, which is the resolution R 2025-55 at number 4, awarding the force main installation project from the El Campo Memorial Hospital to West Loop, to Ramrod Utilities LLC, and authorizing the city manager or their designee to execute all related documents and/or amendments.
Same song, second verse. Again, this is the companion resolution to what you just authorized. I outlined in the packet are the costs for the engineering, surveying, and the actual construction, which is in the resolution. The total cost of construction is $147,439.11.
So, Mr. Mayor, I move we approve resolution R 2025-55.
Second,
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
for the record, same applies here again through tips. And I did also review this, and it's great. It's good.
All right. Thank you, Councilman, again. All in favor? Motion passes. Item number 6,
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Karen.
Resolution R 2025-56, awarding professional engineering design services to Ward, Getz and Associates LLC for Community Development Block Grant Mitigation, Local Communities Program through the General Land Office.
Yes, this was a very competitive process. We reviewed 6 engineers for this award. This is for a engineering associated with a potential grant. WGA was the winner, and if awarded, this grant will perform the services for us. We will not be paying anything if we do not receive the award, nor will we engage them. We'll do some preliminary work with them up to the grant application.
Mayor, I move we approve resolution R 2025-56.
Second that resolution motion.
We got a motion and a second to approve Resolution R 2025-56 as presented. All in favor? Passes. Item number 7, Resolution R 2025-57, awarding professional administration project delivery services to Public Management, Inc. for Community Development Block Grant Mitigation, Local Communities Program through the Texas General Land Office.
Yeah, PMI is the grant agency, grant administrator we've worked with on a number of projects. They've secured recently over $18 million in funding for you. They came out on top on this one as well. Again, a very competitive process. If you award this, we won't be paying PMI unless we receive the grant.
You know, I don't know where we would be if y'all weren't requesting and being awarded all these grants for replacing all these utility lines.
Sir.
But no telling what our long-term debt would look like if you haven't been doing that, so I compliment you.
Thank you,
I
sir.
second that comment.
No,
It's, they've put a lot of hard work
Yes.
and a lot of effort into it. It means a lot to the whole community in this city of El Campo, and hats off to our team.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve Resolution R 2025-57 as presented.
Second.
We got a motion and a second to approve Resolution R 2025-57 as presented. All in favor? Motion passes. Item number 8, City Development Corporation Site Improvement Grant of 10% of the project cost up to a maximum of $50,000.
Mayor and council, The project that I spoke to you about earlier, Project Big Red, get my projects mixed up, was, started out as infrastructure for this project. It's the construction of a $3 million convenience store with retail and restaurant, space that is gonna go on the southwest corner of Jackson and Wharton Street. Amin Ali is my main contact on that project. And I spoke to him today. He is anticipating getting the final, boy, this is a familiar conversation, final information from his bank this week. The board at our last board meeting in October approved a site improvement grant that he's going to benefit from the infrastructure that we did the first project also, but since it was a $3 million project and significant job creation, the board wanted to go on and give him a site improvement grant too. So that's 10% of the project up to 50,000. On a 3 million, it'll be 50,000. So I need your approval, please.
Will this restaurant be attached to the store like a lot of them are?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to mention that he has other existing convenience stores?
This is number 4.
Yeah.
It will be in the name.
I have a question. So obviously there are requirements that need to be made. Certificate of occupancy within 18 months, and the business remains open for 24 consecutive months. And the projected job creation is 3 to 5 full-time equivalent jobs. Is that one of the requirements too, that they actually hire 3 to 5 people? Have that many?
Let me clarify the actual motion that was made by the board. Grant is for 10% of the eligible project cost up to a maximum of 50 upon receipt of the certificate of occupancy within 18 months of board approval.
Right.
The remaining open for business for 24 months is something that they're going to put in their motions from now on, so that a business knows that they must remain open for 24 months to keep that money. If they make it a year, then they're going to owe the CDC back 50% of that fund, of those funds. It's just something that,
And that was pretty clear, and I appreciate the clarity on that. But are they obligated to have that many employees? Because obviously it says the development is projected to create 3 to 5 full-time equivalent jobs.
it's not in the motion that the jobs are required.
That's the question.
It is in the application, that is their performance agreement. When they fill that application out and they put this information in there, they sign a statement that they understand that that is a performance agreement that says they must do this, do this, do this, not do this, to keep the money. It's the performance agreement that we're required to have by law. And because we're reimbursing them these funds, we can get that performance agreement done that way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, sir.
Question. Since you said that you're gonna give these funds, they have to go for 24 months, and if they close, you claw back 50% of that. How do you expect to claw back 50% of a failed business?
Okay. With a lien.
You will play the lien.
Oh, yes, sir. And we have full right to.
When you ask the bank to subordinate that, will you be in first position?
Probably not. I don't know that a bank would subordinate us, but I don't know that.
Is there any thought that
No, that was not, the 2 years was only because of a situation that happened earlier this year, where we had one that we had given funds to that had opened a business that closed. And they wanted to be real clear from now on. With this kind of investment, they didn't feel like 2 years was out of line for a $3 million investment. You're welcome. But I will ask that question of the bank.
But it just one, I mean, it's,
Oh, yes.
and then if you're 50.
Good point. All right. Any further discussion? Anybody like to make a motion?
Mayor, I move to approve the city development's site improvement grant of 10%, to a maximum of $50,000 as presented.
Second.
We got a motion and a second on the floor to approve, City Development Corporation Site Improvement Grant as presented. All in favor? Motion passes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Item number 9, 2025 Charter Review Commission report to the council.
Yes, included in your packet is the 2025 Charter Review Commission report to council. They are recommending one proposal for the voters, and that is included in their letter. You can see the changes. It takes the charter review from meeting every other year to every 5th year. So it'd be a 5-year review. Obviously, council could bring proposed amendments in that interim period, in between that period. But their recommendation is that the voters consider switching from every odd year to every 5th year. And that letter is included and signed by your chair, Ms. Amy Rod. There's no action required on this item. It's just for your information. So you can see that we'll
I'd
be
like
on the
to
ballot.
ask, I'd like to ask a question. How does this compare to other cities? Do they do it every year, every 2 years, or same?
Cities to see what was the most common. And to our surprise, every 2 years was really frequent. And most cities do it every 5, and we've seen some even every 10 years. Because you do have the opportunity for a home rule city, you can bring those changes at your own discretion. Call it for the following election or citizens by petition. So that opportunity is still there. The charter review period is just when you get a group of people appointed by you guys who sit down and go line by line, or however we choose to do it through the charter. So that's that formal process, but we can always bring a charter amendment at a different time.
Or by referendum.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd like to compliment Kaylee Kudella for all her efforts working with the Charter Review Commission every other year. She is the one that wrestles them together, brings them together, and brings all the information to them. So thank you for your hard work on that.
Thank you, Kaylee. All right.
Concludes.
Well, at this time, this meeting is adjourned.
We'll see
And
you
we-
all in December.
And we would still be waiting for legal if we wouldn't have started. I'd like to tell everybody we won't see each other before Thanksgiving. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.